Good morning. Beautiful day today. However, it has been raining and gusty windy for the last, say, 5 working days, so we haven't got much done. We've been off this job for about a week now, but we've got a fine day this morning, and then it's raining this afternoon. We've got a fine day tomorrow morning, and then it's raining again in the afternoon. So we're going to do some bricklaying in the morning, and then in the afternoons we're going to get into the property and we're going to start doing some internal work, because we need to get steel out, and then we need to mark out where our doorways internally are all going to be cut in. So Matt's put me a sand cement mix on instead of a lime mortar mix. So what we're going to do is, what we've mixed in there, we're going to use to just try and bring our blocks up a little further, maybe do another few courses. We can get that corner on at the very least, and we can do some running in. So that will use that sand cement mix up, and then once that is used up, we can then chuck in some lime mortar and start the brickwork. So it started raining again, so we're going to have to abandon the brick and block lane because it's coming down quite heavy. So we've managed to get that section there done, and a couple of courses there on the end elevation as well. We're just going to give it a little bit of time, maybe an hour or so, and then we'll point it all up. But in the meantime, after we've had a cup of coffee, boom, we are going to go in here. So Matt has exposed this steel. Now this steel is non-weight bearing. It probably was weight bearing at some point, but all that's going over the top now is just these floor joists. So it is non-weight bearing. So we need to take this steel out, and the reason for that is because we have got a doorway going here, and what we don't want is the doorway having to sit kind of here, because that's just too short. So we are going to get this steel out today, and then we'll mark up some doorways. So we've got a doorway there, we're going to have a doorway there, we're going to have a doorway there. This is going to be a corridor here running the entire length of this wall through there, cutting out the last doorway here. So basically we've got 3 doorways to cut out, and we've got 1 doorway, two doorways to block up. So over the next couple of days we're going to be cracking on with that. It's meant to be sunny tomorrow afternoon, sorry, tomorrow morning, and then rainy tomorrow afternoon. So the plan of action is, this afternoon we're going to get this steel out, we're going to mark up where our corridor is going to go, where our doorways or our openings are going to go, in that wall, and that wall. And then tomorrow we'll come in with some lintels, and while it's raining, we will cut these out. So that's one doorway out. we've got the wall chipped off now, so we can hard wall this and then we can skim it so it's all nice and flush. We ain't going to be able to dab this and then skim it without coming proud of this wall, and then that means we've got to skim this. Now you could argue you could feather it, but I don't want to take the chance that you might see the feathering. So I think the best thing to do is to probably just hard wall this and then skim it so it's all flush. So this is the first doorway out here. Good news is nothing load bearing. So that means no lintels needed. We just put a piece of timber across here. So we've got something to attach some plasterboard to, and then we can just skim straight over. We've got to take this tiled ceiling out because this is where the shower was. And we're going to take these tiles back on this wall, and then where our green line is just there is where our next knock through is going to be, because that is where our corridor is. As you can see, we are using this line of the corridor here to continue our corridor.
Big bowling celebration for absolute mania's birthday.
We have got this wall all chipped off now, so we've just marked where our cut line is going to be for the steel saw. We're going to make a cut and we're going to get these blocks out. Good morning, beautiful day. Let's do some bricklaying. Right, so we're only one course off from getting this up to where I wanted to, but number one, we run out of gobbo, and number two, it's set to rain in about an hour. I mean, we've got that dirty great big cloud which is coming over this way, so I'm not going to knock another mix on. I've just pointed this up. I'll give it half hour to dry up a bit, and then I'll dapple it with my brush, and then we are done for the bricklaying for this morning, which works out pretty good because I am going to go and have some lunch now, and then when I come back we're going to get in there and we're going to do some more on the internals. So I've just come inside, and if you can see up there, we have got a hornet's nest in that loft space where we're meant to be working, and I can tell you right now, we ain't going anywhere near that until those have been dealt with. So what I'll do then is I'll mark up this wall here from the outside, and then we'll chip this lot off. I'll try not to get stung by the bloody load of hornets that are up there. They are big boys as well. You don't want to be getting stung by one of them. Anyway, I'm going to chip this off until the hornets tell me otherwise. I'm going to mark this wall for where the doorway is going to be cut through, and then I think we're going to have to call it a day, because I would have to get into that loft space next to continue. So let's see what we can get done. Don't know if you can hear them. Anyway, so we've got the laser level set out. We've got our line up against there and there. There. We've got it up against this wall here. So what we're going to do then is we're going to mark this wall here, because this new corridor here is going to be this all the way along here. So what we've done is we've knocked through this here, which is there, and we've knocked through that, which is there. So we need to put a mark on the wall, which is where my laser line is up there, and then once that gets knocked through, when those hornets have gone, we're going to build a stud wall straight across, and that is going to go all the way across to there, and then that's our corridor. So that's what we're doing first of all internally. Now then, there was a staircase right here. We've taken that out, and we're going to build a new staircase. Well, Isaac's going to build a new staircase, and we're going to put it right there. I'm trying to be quick because I don't want to anger the hornets up there. So that's really all that I can. Yeah, one's just flowed out. So that's really all that I can do at this moment in time. Is just mark the wall and try and chip out as much as I can, and then once the hornets have been dealt with, we'll come back in and we'll cut this thing through. What we also need to do is we need to take this bulkhead here and get rid of it, and then continue that wall straight through to in there. That way, when we put the steps in, we've got the height. So we just continue the ceiling, continue the wall, and just make that fresh. Good morning, it's Monday. We are going to do some more bricklaying. We've got a fine day all day today. So fingers crossed that the weather app has not been lying to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off a course on the inner elevation, and then we're going to move our way over to the outer elevation, and we're going to get built up to height, which is 6 courses, and then we will look at the corners that we need to do, and then see whether or not we can get all that done before lunchtime. Right, that's this lot done. So once the point's dried up a little more, we'll dapple it with brush, and then we're going to move on and do this corner, get it up, and then get that corner up. So we are ready to run in for this back elevation here. Okay, so while I'm up there Brick Lane, Matt is in here working some internals. We're following the plans. Or should I say Matt has knocked out the new doorway for the bathroom, which is going to be in here. So that will be bathroom door. We're going to have a toilet there, we're going to have a shower there, we're going to block this door up here. We have made the cut line for our doorway in here. I don't know if you remember, but we had an issue with hornets. I mean, as you can see, there's one just there where my finger is, but they are all dying out. So hornet guy came and found out they were coming from a castle next door. So this house is attached to a castle on the back, and they are coming from the castle through the wall. So hornet guy came out, he's killed the bulk of them, got rid of the nest. We've only got maybe a handful left, and then they're all gone. But it is like the song in here of hornets. I mean, look at them all. They are everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. It's like the scene from the Terminator, where the Terminator is walking through the sand and all you hear is crunching. And they're not walking through the sand, they're actually stepping on the skulls of the resistance. Well, this is very much the same, in that we can't really walk anywhere without stepping on a dead or half-dead hornet. I mean, that bugger is still alive. But it is reasonably safe now to go up there. So we need to get this shelf out here, and then we need to get these supports here out. Now this was put in initially for a wall to be there, but the wall wasn't put in. So we're going to take this out, we're going to strip all this back, and we are going to get it ready for Isaac to come in and to continue this wall all the way through to the back there. And then this kind of space here is going to come out. Matt's not happy about that, he's got to go up there with the hornets. Again. Have you got your hornet killer with you?
He's up there, I think, yeah.
Your hornet killer's up there?
Yeah.
What are you using? What are you using?
That piece of wood in the middle.
Variety of weapons up there. So yeah, that's what's been going on internally. So what we're going to do is I'm going to nip back outside now, and we're going to get those corners up. Right, so we've got that corner up, we've got this half up, we've run out of gobbo now, and I need to give Matt a hand internally, so we're going to knock it on the earth at Brick Lane today. So we've got the final course on, we've got the insulation in and the framing clamps on. We've got that little corner up, we've got this corner up, we've got this run in, and we've got that pillar over there started. So, not been too bad for, well, it's 2 o'clock now, it's not too bad. So, we'll knock it on the head, we'll go inside, wash out the cement mixer, have a look and see what Matt's up to. And then I'm going to go and give him a hand in there. So, how are we going to go up there? Well, we've taken this out from there, and we've got ourselves a ladder. Look at that. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but that right there is our hornet's nest. I've already asked Matt if he'd like to put his hand in it, and he said no. Even though all the hornets are dead, he still said no, but that's fine. So I think we are going to have to take this out. We're going to have to gallows bracket up there, and we're going to have to take this out here, because we're going to be removing the fireplace which is underneath there. So at some point we're going to have to get rid of that, but I think we'll give it a little bit of time yet, just in case there's any live ones still knocking about. Matt has been on hornet killing duty today, so any stragglers has been dealt with a piece of wood. Anyway, we have managed to get this section out. Well, Matt's managed to get this section out. I'm not going to take any credit for that. And what we need to do now is we need to get this section here out. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this carpet back to here, and then we're going to cut this board back, and then we'll take these joists out, and then we are pretty much ready to just continue our wall from here, which will lead all the way up there and back. So we're going to be putting in a half gable wall, stud wall basically, and then this entrance here, or the entrance to the loft space, is going to go here. So that is our next job of the day. So we've managed to get all of this out now. We tweaked the cable to the light, trying to get this piece of timber out. So it's pulled that out, but we got Phil the electrician, Phil and James, my old labourer. The electricians, hang on Matt, coming in to sort this wiring out at some point later on this week for us. So I'm going to use my makeshift ladder, get myself down. We'll have a tidy up, and the next thing I need to do is I need to work out how much timber I'm going to need for doing all of this, and then doing the stud walling on the other side of there as well. So we have got between there and there and there and there, we've got 4.8 meters worth of stud. So 4.8 meters at 400 mil centres. Let's have a look at that. Get your calculator out. Yes, I should be doing this via mental arithmetic, but it's been a while. So 4,800 divided by 400 equals 12 studs. So we're going to have 12 studs. We're going to have 4.8 at the top, 4.8 to the bottom, so that's your header plate, your sole plate, and then we've got noggins. So 1, 2, 3, 4.8, so let's call it 5, okay? So that's 15 meters plus 12 studs. And then for up here, I'm going to work that out right now. So this is our opening. We've got 2 meters going up. That's where it hits the top of the roof, and then we've got the ceiling, which is 1.8. We've got a little door that we're going to form in there as well. But we've worked out that initially we're going to need 5 studs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got 15 meters plus the 12 studs plus that, so we need 32.4 meter lengths of 4x2 CLS.